So let's begin to settle ourselves on our mat. Find your comfortable Sukhasana, your easy pose. Reach for your block or your blanket underneath your sit bones. This helps to lengthen your spine and to open through your hips. Have your chin sort of parallel to the earth, so that the back of your neck still feels fairly long. Your crown is reaching up towards the sky. Your option for your mudra or your hands, your hand gestures for today. Again, we're working with the Muladhara Chakra, the root. You can bring your ring and thumb to touch. This is Prithvi Mudra, Earth Element Mudra. Heels of your palm resting on your knees. That's option one, your Prithvi Mudra. I'm also going to invite you to explore other mudras today, seals. So there's the Bhu Mudra. Again, this is connected to the earth element. What you can do is bring your ring and little finger to touch your thumb on both hands. And so create a V shape with your index and middle finger. And then again, the heel of your palms resting on your knees and your fingertips pointing down towards the earth. So both these gestures are grounding and rooting. That's the sense that we are cultivating in our practice today. Once you've chosen the mudra that you wish to hold here, close your eyes or gaze down towards the earth, turning inward. Let's tune into how we're feeling today, emotionally, physically, mentally. The root chakra, Muladhara, is at the base of our spine, located around the perineum area. This is our connection to the earth, our foundation, the point at which we feel most stable. As you are seated here, let's take your awareness to the area at the base of your spine, your root. Begin to visualize the connection between your body and the earth. Feel supported, held, contained, safe. This week, when we have seen our Black brothers and sisters in the US fearing for their lives and their safety, today's practice is dedicated to those whose lives have been taken unlawfully and who live in fear. With each breath, be grateful that you are able to breathe freely, with ease, with safety. As you inhale, draw your breath down to the root of your spine. Allow that breath to travel the full length of your spine. And as you exhale, release your breath down into the earth. Inhaling, drawing the breath from the top of your crown all the way down to the root of your spine. Exhaling, release the breath into the earth. Our mantra, the Vedic mantra associated with Muladhara Chakra or the root chakra, is Om Bhu. Inhale Om silently. Exhale, Bhu, silently. 3 times, each within our own space, in silence. Inhale, Om. Exhale, Bhu. Inhale, Om. Exhale, Bhu. Inhale, Om. Exhale, Bhu. Sit with ease, in your safety, in your security. On your inhale, draw your palms together at your heart center in Namaskar. Let's open our practice by chanting Om together. Inhale fully through your nose. Exhale through open mouth to release the breath. Inhale to prepare. Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Bring your hands together at your eyebrow center, your Ajna Chakra. Namaste. And welcome everyone. So we're working with our root chakra. So remember, we're working with the whole series of our chakras. We have many, but we're focusing on 7. And what we're doing in our practice is we're going to ground and root in the first week and then draw the energy up through our body. And then we'll focus on the crown for our last session. So it'll be a series of 7 weeks. And the reason we draw this energy up, in yoga philosophy, it's said that we have, at an energetic and subtle body level, we have 3 main channels, nadis they're called. We have 72,000 altogether, but 3 main channels that run through and alongside our spine. They're invisible. These are purely energetic and subtle body experiences. And we draw the energy and it circulates through these 3 channels, crossing at each chakra point. And what happens when we draw the energy along, we begin to release, stimulate, activate, balance, harmonize this energy. Each energy center, each vortex is connected to different qualities and aspects. So the root is connected to stability, security, our foundations, our sense of history, heritage, our family, our identity. So this is where our sense of safety helps us to be able to express who and where we come from. So we're going to be doing lots of work energetically through the legs, grounding down through our feet, grounding down through our sit bones. So in our practice today, I invite you to really have the sense of connection with the earth. Any point of your body that is connected to the earth, draw your awareness there. Let's start by warming up through our spine, placing your left palm on the earth. So really connect with the earth here. Let's reach up with our right arm. Bring your fingers into your Prithvi Mudra or your Bhu Mudra. So thumb touching your ring finger for Prithvi, thumb touching your ring and little finger for Bhu. In that case, index and middle are extended. Reach up to create length and height, and then exhale over to the left. Meanwhile, keep that sense of connection between your sit bones and the earth. So there'll be a tendency to lift our sit bones and lean all the way over. We want to maintain that connection with the earth. One full breath here. Inhale, up and over, bring the other palm to the earth, and then reach up to create height and length, and then exhale over. And again, maintain that connection between your sit bones and the earth, your palm and the earth. One more breath here. Back to center. Let's tuck our elbows into our ribs. I want you to draw your fingers in and fold your thumb over your fingers to create a little fist here. We're going to do some jai breathing to get our breath going. So as we inhale, we reach our fingers up towards the sky, open our palms. As we exhale, we hug in our elbows and close our fists, these soft fists. So inhale actively to reach up, exhale to draw your arms down to the earth. Let's prepare together. Inhale fully. Exhale through open mouth. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tuck in. So these are active breaths. Inhaling up, exhaling down, full breath. Three more wherever you are. And exhale, hugging your elbows. Hold the breath out here. Tuck your chin into your throat, holding the breath out. Hold the breath out for as long as you can. Connect with your breath and the sense of this kumbhaka, this breath retention out. So rather than retaining the breath out, the retention is out. We're retaining the energy from our breath. Inhale, release your arms. Take a full breath in through your nose, lifting your chin. Let's take a breath in, out through open mouth. And let's swing our legs around and come onto all fours here. So reach for your blanket, place it underneath your knees if you need to pad. Create some padding. Place your palms underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide. The tops of your feet on the earth. Inhale, lift your tailbone. Really lift that tailbone. Dip your lower back, shine your heart, lift your gaze. Cat, Madhuryasan. Exhaling, let's round from the tail all the way through our spine, tucking your chin. Cow, Vikryasan. Inhale to lift into cat. Exhale to round into cow. This cycle of Madhuryasan and Vikryasan with our breath. One more wherever you are. And then let's return to neutral spine. So here you are in neutral spine. I'm going to invite you to reach back along with your right leg. Have your leg parallel to the earth here. Flex your toes so they point down to the earth. Connect through the palm of your hands with the earth. Keep reaching out through that right heel. Bend into your right knee so that the sole of your foot is now parallel to the sky. You can stay here, or you can shift the weight into your right hand and then reach forward with your left fingertips before sweeping your arm round and back to catch hold of that foot, or reach back towards that foot. Now here, check where you are connected with the earth. There are 2 points of your body that are connected with the earth. Your hand and your lower leg and foot. Keep lifting that right knee, reaching back for your right foot. One more breath. Then exhale, left hand to the earth and step forward with your right foot between your hands, coming into this low lunge. And then maybe you shuffle your left knee slightly back to create a diagonal on your left thigh. Your fingertips are resting on the earth or on blocks or your low footstool. Let's take a moment here. Now really have a sense that you're grounding down here so that your hips are parallel. Feel the connection between the root chakra and the earth. One moment here. Place your left hand on the earth. Reach up with your right fingertips. Easy twist. Exhale, right hand to the inside of your right foot. Let's shuffle your right foot out towards the outer edge of your mat. So now your palms are on the earth. Your right foot is at the outside edge of your mat. You can have your foot slightly angled away so you can create more space in your hips. Dragon pose. 3 breaths here in dragon. So we're starting slow and steady, connecting with our foundations. One more breath here. From here, we're going to transition into pigeon pose, Kapotasana. Lift your right hand and take it to the outside of your right foot. Shuffle your right foot all the way across your mat. And then come onto the outer edge of your right foot. Move with care here. Place your palms on the earth and then bring your right knee, shin and upper thigh to the earth. So you can see that I've created this sort of H shape with my right leg. My left leg is extended behind me. I am using my hands to support me. Check how this feels in your hips. Adjust your foot to create more space for your hips. So the closer you bring your heel to your left hip, the more comfortable it is on the inside of your right hip, the more parallel your right shin to the mat, the more intense. And then roll onto the front of your left leg. Here we are in high pigeon. Check if you need to place a blanket or a block underneath your right sit bones. If there's a big gap between you and the earth, place a block or a folded blanket or a cushion so that your right sit bones are also connected with the earth. Let's take a moment here in high pigeon. Inhale to lengthen through your crown. I'm creating some space. And then exhale, come onto your forearms. You can stay here. So you're either on your hands or your forearms, or bring your eyebrows centered to the earth. And let's relax here for a few moments with our breath. Now your breath will feel constricted because this is an intense pose for your hips. We're working with the hips because this is where we ground down through our body to connect with the earth. So our hips and pelvis are usually our heaviest part of our body. It is also where we feel most grounded and rooted. One more breath here in pigeon. Kapotasana. Inhale, lift your gaze. Come onto your hands. Tuck your left toes. And then step back long with your right leg. And then maybe just pedal your feet here a couple of times. So so that you can stretch out. And then let's bring our knees back onto the earth, back into table. So back into neutral spine, really hugging your navel here. Reach back long with your left leg now. Flex your toes, push out energetically through your heel. Feel strong and connected here. Maybe you silently chant Om Bhu. I am safe, I am secure, I am grounded, I am rooted. Bend into your left knee so that the sole of your foot is parallel to the sky. You can stay here, or you can shift the weight onto your left hand and reach forward with your right fingertips before sweeping your arm back to reach towards your left foot. Take hold of your ankle, or simply reach in that direction. Yogi's choice, wherever you are. At any point, you can bring both hands back to the earth. One more breath here. And then exhale, release your right hand to the earth and step forward with your left foot between your hands, coming into low lunge. Maybe you shuffle your right knee back a little. You're on your fingertips, the palms of the earth. Palms might be on the earth, but that you can see how that creates less space. So we want to create a little bit of space for our heart. One breath here in low lunge. Chatakasana or Anjaneyasana. Anjaneyasana. Let's place our right palm on the earth. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Open across your heart. Feel the twist in your lower body here. So if at any point you ever feel disconnected from your sense of self, your sense of history, or you feel insecure, anxious, fearful, doing a more grounding practice, connecting with the root chakra can help stabilize you. Let's bring your left palm to the inside of your left foot and shuffle your left foot out towards the outer edge of your mat. Dragon. Let's be here for a few breaths. Breathe into your hips, your hip flexors. The base of your spine, your perineum. This is also a practice associated with releasing and letting go. So releasing fear, letting go of anxiety, eliminating things that no longer work or are needed by us. One more breath here. We're going to now shuffle into Kapotasana, pigeon pose. So let's take the left hand to the outside of the left foot and begin to, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm shuffling my heel, my toe, sort of heel toe over to the right side of my mat. And then while I'm still supporting myself with my hands, I bring my left knee, my left thigh, and the shin, my lower leg onto the earth. So I have rolled onto my left hip here. And then I'm going to adjust my left foot. So the heel either stays where it is or I bring it in towards my right hip, knowing that I need that angle to help give me the space I need. And I roll over onto my right leg. Now, if there's a space here, you can always place a block or a blanket or a cushion underneath your left sit bone. So here we all are in high pigeon, Kapotasana. Let's take a few breaths here. So you're going to feel a sense of compression in your lower back. This is the kind of where we're letting go. So this lower body work really helps us to release apana energy, that letting go energy. Release our fear, release our anxiety. You can stay here in high pigeon, or you can come onto your forearms. Or you have the option of coming with your eyebrows centered to the earth. Find your variation here in Kapotasana and breathe into your left hip flexors, areas where you feel tension or compression. We'll be here for 3 or 4 breaths. Chant silently to yourself, I am grounded. I am at ease with my breath. I breathe through fear and anxiety. I release and let go all that no longer serves me. I am grateful for my breath. One more breath here. Then inhale to lift yourself up, back onto your palms, tuck your right toes, and then step back long with your left leg. And then maybe you pedal here, just to create a little bit of space. And then we're going to move directly into Parvatasana, mountain pose. So remember, we're going to take a wide mountain for our practice today. So take your feet as wide as your mat, your palms as wide as the mat. Tie my hair back. Pedal here if you need to sway your hips. In your mind's eye, visualize Ganesh. Ganesha, the elephant god. He's associated with the Muladhara practice, the Muladhara Chakra. So think of the power of an elephant, the stability, the sense of the passage of time, the long history that elephants have. One more breath here. Now you can stay here with both hands on the earth, or you can shift the weight into your left hand and cross your right arm underneath your body and take it to the outside of your left leg. So you reach for either just above your knee, your shin, or your ankle. This is a deep twist here. Take a full breath here. One more breath, then release your palm back to the earth and let's go the other way. So cross your left arm underneath your body, take it to the outside of your right leg, just above your knee, your calf or your ankle. One breath here. And then let's bring both palms to the earth. Bring your knees as wide as your mat, big toes to touch. Sit back on your heels. Let's bring your eyebrows center to the earth, arms alongside your body, palms face up. Just for a moment here. Inhaling. Bring your hands back to the earth. And rise up with your upper body. We're going to move directly into Malasana, Yogi Squat. So remember, you have the option of sitting on your blocks or a low footstool here. So let's bring our left foot out. So I'm still sitting on my right heel and I have my left foot on the earth there for a moment. Let's just take a moment here in this variation. Now, you could be sitting on your low stool here, or your blocks or some cushions. So you could be in this option here. So you can see that you can rest on your sitting bones on a seat here. So let's be in this half Malasana variation for the moment. I invite you to bring your hands into your mudra. So either bring it into Prithvi Mudra, your thumb and ring finger touching. And then let's wrap our left elbow just around our left knee. You can have your Bhu Mudra, so ring a little finger and that downward pointing V. Your right hand is on your right knee. Let's just take a moment here. Lengthen through your crown, your spine. And I'm going to introduce to you today the Bija mantra, or the seed sound. Each chakra or wheel has both a Vedic mantra in Sanskrit, also the Bija mantra, which is the seed. Now that seed sound is a really simple sound, and it's about connecting at a much more visceral level with your chakra. The seed sound for the Muladhara chakra is Lam, L-A-M, and it's pronounced Lam. And there's a slight sound at the end of it, Lam. And you're in the privacy of your own home, so start chanting it, Lam, Lam, and sense its power. So it feels like a much more powerful, stronger sound. One more breath here. We're going to go the other way. So let's tuck our left foot underneath us again and place our right foot on the earth this time. And again, come into your mudra, your seal, energetic seal with your hands. Right elbow on right knee. Left hand on left knee. Really open up through this left hip here. So you want to feel something here on this inside of this left hip flexor. Lam, 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 Lam. Then you can associate meaning and significance to your bija. I have enough, I am enough. I am stable, I am calm, I am serene. One more breath here. And now we're going to transition into Malasana. So let's bring both soles of your feet onto the earth. So remember, you could have your blocks or your low stool or a cushion underneath your sit bones here. So you can be in this variation. Let's bring your hands to your heart center, and we're going to create our Muladhara chakra now. Interlace all your fingers, release your middle fingers so they're pointing up, and then create interlocked circles with your thumb and index. So create a circle with one hand and then loop the other thumb and index finger through that loop. So you create an infinity circle. Get comfortable here. We will be here for a few moments. Think, feel, and imagine the color red here. The element is earth. The sense is smell. The yantra, or the shape, is square. There are 4 lotus petals. And for each lotus petal, visualize the quality or aspect of survival, security, family, growth. One more breath here. Inhaling, press down through your feet and then lift up to come up to standing here. Now, if you need to release your mudra to do that to support yourself. Let's take a wide stance with our feet here. Arms reaching overhead in your mudra, Muladhara Mudra. One breath here. From here, we've been here before. We're going to exhale, bend into our knees and come down towards the earth. So you can hover here. We can come all the way down, yogi's choice. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to lower. One more time. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to lower. And inhale to rise. Release your hands to your heart center. Let's bring our feet a little closer. Have your feet hip distance wide, toes pointing forward. This time create number 11. We're going to move into our standing balance, tree pose, Vrikshasana or Duruvasana. So ground down through your feet first. Let's root here. Lift your toes, place them on the earth one by one. Bend into your knees to really connect with the earth. And then inhale, engage your Muladhara, squeeze your pelvis, draw in your ribs so that your navel draws back towards your spine. So your Muladhara, your Uddiyana Bandha, these locks of energy are created. And then straighten through your knees. Have your palms face forward, Tadasana. So this is your foundation pose. Let's shift the weight into your left foot and peel your right heel off the earth here. Options are bring your right heel to your left ankle. Your hands can be at your hips, or they can be interlaced at your heart center in your Muladhara Mudra or Namaskar. Option 2 is the sole of your foot on your lower leg. Option 3 is the sole of your foot on your thigh. We're very slippy leggings today, so it will make a difference what kind of leggings you wear. Now, you also have the option of supporting yourself with the wall here. So turn and face the wall, and then support yourself with the wall. So one hand resting on the wall, one hand at your heart. Another option is to have your foot on your blocks. So that both your feet are stable and steady. So find your variation of Duruvasana and Vrikshasana. There are 2 words for this to describe tree. Ground down through your left leg. Lengthen through your crown. Interlace your fingers. Release your middle fingers and interlock your thumb and rings to create your infinity circle. Hands at your heart. They can stay here, or you can reach up towards the sky. Yogi's choice. Let's capture this moment. Feeling rooted through your feet. Your legs are like the trunks of the tree. Your arms are the branches. Your fingers are the leaves. Your crown is reaching up towards the sky. One more breath here. Exhale, release your hands. Release your right foot to the earth. Shake it out if you need. Let's go the other way. So again, stabilize. Connect with your roots, your foundation, both on an energetic level, on a physical level, and a metaphorical level. So your family, your history, your roots, the earth. One more breath. And then once you've grounded, take your left heel to your right ankle and then come into your variation wherever you are reaching today. So it could be your lower leg here. That's where I'm going to go for now to show you. So our yogis are here. Interlace your fingers at your heart center. Release your middle fingers. Interlock your thumb and your index to create your infinity circle at your heart. You can stay here, or you can reach with your arms up towards the sky. Whichever variation of tree you're in, feel strong. Lam, 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 lam. Visualize the energy connecting you to the earth. One more breath here. Then bring your hands to your heart center. Release your left foot. Shake it out if you need. Let's take a moment here. And then step your feet wide. So probably about the length of your legs, perhaps, to create this wide stance here. Hands at your hips. Ground down through your feet and outer edges of your feet in particular. Exhale, hug your navel in towards your spine. Open your heart. And then let's bring our heart parallel to the earth here. Let's take a moment here. And then I invite you to bring your hands, your fingertips to the earth. Come into your Bhu Mudra. So you could have your your index and middle finger on the earth, little finger, ring finger, thumb touching. You can have your hands on a block or on the earth. Let's take a moment here. And then turn to look towards your left foot. And reach up with your left fingertips to the sky here. So now all your right fingertips are on the earth to stabilize you and steady you. One breath here. Let's reach across with our right hand and take hold of the outer edge of our left leg here. So either your calf or your ankle. This is an intense stretch here on the inside of your legs. You're reaching up with your left hand. You can always keep your right hand on the earth and just move it over towards your left foot. One breath here. Think and imagine Ganesh. Imagine that your right arm is your trunk. One more breath, then turn your gaze to center. Bring both hands back to the center of the mat. Take a moment here. You can come back into your Bhu Mudra. Heart parallel. And then let's draw our right arm and right fingertips up to the sky. Take a moment here. And then when you're ready, let's walk our left hand over towards our right foot or take it to the outside of your right leg or your right ankle. One more breath here. So remember that left hand can be on the earth. Exhale, turn your gaze to center. Bring your fingertips to the earth. Let's turn your right toes to the top of your mat. Take a moment here. Bring your right fingertips to the earth or onto your block. Inhale, draw your left arm up across your body, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. You can use your blocks here or your low footstool. Lots of variations and options to support ourselves. One breath here. I am grounded and at ease in my breath. I have a strong connection to my family, my history. I understand and heal the traumas of my heritage, my people. I know that I am shaped by the DNA of generations. One more breath here, then bend into your right knee. Deeply bend here. Bring your arms parallel to the earth to rise up into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana. Let's use our fingers again to energetically connect with the ethos, the sense that we want to cultivate. So forward facing right arm, bring ring, little finger and thumb to touch. Middle and index are together now. This is Pran Mudra. This is your forward facing energy, the energy, your direction, your purpose, where you're going, the change you are going to affect in the world. With your left fingertips, with left hand, folding your middle three fingers, extend your thumb and little finger. That's Apan. That's what you're letting go of, releasing, leaving behind. So release, exhale, let go. Apan and Pran is inhale, inspire, drive forward. One more breath here in Mahavira Sun. Feel that strong connection between your feet and the earth. Your legs will be feeling really strong and powerful here. One more breath. Then inhale, turn your right toes forward. Bend into your knees. Bend into your elbows, Goddess Devi Asana. Interlace all your fingers at your heart center. Release your middle fingers. Loop your index and thumbs together in your infinity symbol. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to bend down into Devi Asana. Inhale to reach up. Exhale. Come down low as you can. Inhale to rise up. One more breath. Then exhale, hands to your heart. Turn your left toes to face the top of the mat. Open your arms and bring your left fingertips down towards the earth and draw your right arm across your heart, coming into Trikonasana or triangle pose on this side. And again, your left fingertips can be on the earth. Your hand can be on the inside of your left leg. So your left leg is your hand is resting on your left leg, or you can use blocks. Come into your variation of triangle, Trikonasana. You can gaze down to the earth or have a neutral gaze. I'm not going to ask you to look up today because we're grounding and stabilizing here. One full breath here in Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Bend into your left knee. Inhale, rise up with your left arm. So your arms are now parallel to the earth. Mahavira Sun, the great warrior. Again, bring your Pran Mudra to your forward facing left hand and a Pan Mudra to the right hand behind you. So to remind you, a Pan, fold the middle fingers in, extend the thumb and little finger. Pran, fold in your ring, little finger and thumb, and extend your middle and index. And sense your connection here with anything that you wish to cultivate or release. This is a empowering pose for those of us who feel voiceless, unheard, unseen. Take up the Mahavira Sun pose at any point during your day to psych you up, help you have strength and courage to face your fears, your anxieties. One full breath here in Mahavira Sun. And then let's turn to center, turn in your left toes so that you're in this wide stance here again. Interlace all your fingers behind your back, palms together, or take hold of opposite elbows, depending on how tight your shoulders feel here. Draw your hands down together if you've got your hands together so that your heart opens, or walk your hands along your elbows so that your shoulder blades come together and your heart opens in this variation. Exhale, fold forward wherever you are. And if your hands are interlaced in a mudra, your hands will rise up behind you. So our practice today has been slow, steady, and strong. This is what we cultivate with Muladhara Chakra. This is our root and foundation. This gifts and nourishes us for all else that is to follow. One more breath here. Then release your hands with care. Bend into your knees. Heel toe your feet in together. Back into Malasana just for a moment. And then we're coming to the earth. And let's come down all the way onto our backs. Make sure you have some space behind you. Bring your feet in towards your body. Inhale. Begin to peel off your pelvis and hips off the earth. Your hands are face down on the earth to support you here. Bridge pose, Setu Bandhasan. If you want to bend into your elbows and have your forearms on the earth and fingers spread wide, this can help stabilize you. So you're creating a platform, almost like a scaffold for your bridge pose. So find the variation that works for you. You can interlace your fingers underneath your lower back here and sort of roll your shoulders under even more. Keep gazing up towards the sky. Imagine that you have a block between your thighs here. One full breath here in Setu Bandhasan. Think, feel, and imagine the color red. Take your awareness to the base of your spine, your perineum. Release your mudra and let's peel our spine back down towards the earth and take a moment there. We're going to come into shoulder stand or legs up the wall option here. So if you're near the wall, shuffle your sit bones all the way to your hip, all the way to the wall, and then turn your legs. So that your legs are on the wall here like this. You might need to turn your body around so that your sit bones are really close to the wall. So that is option one. So find a wall and put your legs up. Option two is shoulder stand. And this I recommend only for experienced yogis. This is a very intense pose. So you're in bridge here. Inhale, hug your knees in towards you. With your palms and arms on the earth to stabilize and steady you. Inhale and hug and lift your sit bones so that your knees come towards your eyebrows and immediately support your lower back with your hands. So you place the heels of your hand underneath your hips here and you create a platform here. Keep gazing up and forward. Do not look sideways. Inhale, and then you can straighten one leg and see how that feels for you. You can straighten both legs and see how that feels. So this is half shoulder stand variation. If you walk your hands towards your shoulders and your hands are still supporting your back, your chin tucks into your throat here, then you come into this extended, or like a sort of pointed needle variation of shoulder stand. It doesn't matter which variation you are. We all have our legs up in the air, whether they're on the wall, whether we're in half shoulder stand, Sharvangasana, Ardha Sharvangasana, half shoulder stand. So that would be half shoulder stand variation. Three breaths here. Take very good care of yourself here. Now, wherever you are, bend your knees in towards your eyebrow center. If you are in shoulder stand or half shoulder stand, place your hands on the earth and your arms will act as brakes. With great care, begin to lower your sit bones towards the earth. Your arms and hands are acting as brakes. And then when your hips are connected with the earth, maintain that engagement in your core and extend your legs long and lower to the earth very slowly. And once your feet are on the earth, or on my dog almost, bend your knees, place your feet flat on the earth. Lift your hips and pelvis off slightly. Place your palms face down underneath your hips so that your hips are now sitting on your hands. Moving into fish pose, Matsyasana. Extend your legs long. Inhale, press into your palms and your lower arms. Inhale and then lift your heart, tuck your chin. So you come into this sort of sunbathing pose. Your lower arms, your hands, are creating a scaffold beneath you. Now you can stay here, or you can lift your gaze and begin to take your crown to the earth behind you. Your heart is open. Your throat is open. You're connected through your palms with the earth. Your lower arms are on the earth. Your palms are on the earth. Your sit bones are on the backs of your hands. Your hands are alongside each other, not on top of each other. Your throat is open. If you are an experienced yogi, you can engage your core and lift your heels, flex your feet. This takes core strength here. One more breath, whichever variation of Matsyasana, fish pose you're in. And then lift your gaze, tuck your chin, and lower the back of your head onto the earth. And then release your hands from underneath your body. Allow your spine to reintegrate. And rest here in Shavasana. When you're ready, you can maybe widen your legs and feet. Check how your lower back is feeling. If you need to bend into your knees and place your feet flat on the earth, you can come into constructive rest pose instead, so that your feet are as wide as the mat, the knees are knocked in together. Let's take a moment or two in Shavasana, your variation. With each inhale, drawing energy through your crown, traveling down the length of your spine to the root. And with each exhale, allow the breath to travel from the root of your spine all the way down your legs, through your feet, into the earth. Inhale through your crown. Exhale along your legs into the earth. I am grateful that I can breathe with ease. My breath grounds me. My breath brings me safety and security. Inhaling, begin to curl and uncurl your fingers and toes. And then when you're ready, take a big stretch overhead and through your legs. And on the exhale, hug in your knees and roll onto one side. Transitioning into your Sukhasana, your easy pose, your seat when you're ready with your legs crossed, sitting on a block or folded blanket. Bring your left palm face up, just in front of your pelvic area. So it's resting in your lap here. And your right fingertips on the earth, with your right hand resting on your right knee. This is Bhumi Sparsha, Earth Witness Pose. Closing our practice. Inhale fully. Exhale completely to wash the breath out through open mouth. Inhale. Om Shanti. 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 Hands to your eyebrow center and your heart. Dhanyavad. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Thank you.